See, generally, like many people discuss about Bootstrap. What are the things are associated with Bootstrap? So everybody is discussing. The thing is, Bootstrap is nothing but the most powerful HTML, CSS, and JS framework for developing a response mobile projects on the web. Mobile first projects on the web. Because the basic and core principle for Bootstrap is, in order to develop a responsive applications or responsive websites, we are going to use a Bootstrap. So what is a responsive? Means if I develop a web application, that web application should be compatible in most of the browsers and as well as with most of the devices. We have different devices types like mobile, like desktop, and we have large desktops, and we have notebooks. Okay, like we have different types, iPads. So these are the different types of them. If you develop any of the application, if our application is targeted with all these devices, then automatically we'll call it as this is a responsive website. So the core principle is mobile first projects on the web. The thing is mobile first, so, when compared to desktop, mobile screen is not that much big. Even whenever we are opening some of the websites, that websites are not so compatible in mobiles, and we'll get a large of scrolling, or images are unfit for the design or something. We'll see lot of issues in our existing environment. So Bootstrap come up with one feature, so which contains styles. The styles are fit for any of most of the devices and most of the browsers, and this is incorporated by Twitter. We can call it as a Twitter Bootstrap also. Okay. So what was the core principle for this Bootstrap? See, core principles is which is designed for everyone and everywhere. Okay, so for everyone everywhere means this Bootstrap .NET people can use, Java people can use, and PHP people can use any technology, so that we can use Bootstrap for their design purpose. And it contains some of the styles. Styles are basically inherited the concept of CSS only, but the style declarations are a bit different, and usability and properties are a bit different with normal CSS. Okay. So I already told you, design for everyone everywhere, which means that Bootstrap makes front-end development faster and easier, because we can get it download the Bootstrap from through Visual Studio, like by using our command prompt. Like we can use command prompt install package space NuGet, then automatically it will be installed. Or through Bootstrap site. This is an official site for Bootstrap, getboosted.com. Here we can download Bootstrap. Here it contains minified versions and non-minified versions. Okay, we can download and we can attach those things in our project. Or in our Visual Studio, we have a NuGet. Is one of the package management tool. From the tool also we can download, and it is directly attached to the Visual Studio. Okay, one of the advantages with Visual Studio is NuGet. If you want to download, earlier what we have to do is, if you want to add any references or any DLLs, generally what you have to do, in Google we'll browse it and we'll download it, and we'll save in our local repository, and there we can right click on our solution and click add reference. This much of steps we have to follow. But whenever NuGet package controller comes to the picture, when you click, when you browse for whatever the DLL that we are looking, that browse, and when you click on OK, then automatically it will add it to our project. No need to save it in our local repository and add reference. All these steps are avoided. So that is one of the greatest feature with our Visual Studio. Okay, and as well as it makes more folks for all skill levels, devices of all shapes, and projects of all sizes. Any people, any project, any skill people, for any device people. Okay, and as well as any they have mobile based applications, or they have anything that we can achieve with the Bootstrap. So the point itself indicates designed for everyone everywhere. So we can develop e-commerce based, we can develop a travel portal applications, we can develop healthcare based applications, finance based application, any application any people can design. Okay, the only thing is which is one of the popular HTML, CSS, JS framework. By using this we can develop anything. And next, one more core feature is one framework, one design, which means that Bootstrap easily and efficiently scales your website and applications with a single code base from phones to tablets to desktop with CSS media queries. Generally, we may have whenever I would like to open any website, so I can open any of the few websites which follows the Bootstrap structure. Click on F12, click on F12. See here, this is target is mobile. See, this my target is iPhone 5 here. Okay. Even I used in iPhone 5, so I have my menu and all my features are available here itself. When I click on this, automatically I'll navigate to each and every page. If you go with this is 47%. If you go with 100%, generally this will be looks like this. This is the exact view for our means I no need to develop a special application for mobile visibility. I no need to develop a special visibility for tablet visibility or desktop visibility or laptop visibility. Everything will be in the same application. Means our range of target is starting from tablet or starting from phone to tablets and desktops with the CSS media queries. Here we will use a few media queries. So media queries means suppose if device width is this, then we will apply some condition. If device width is this, we will apply some condition. If it is less than 768 width pixels, then usually that is nothing but a small devices, means mobile phones. If it is greater than 768 to in between 900 means it is nothing but a tablets. So 968 to so below 1200, then it is normal range of desktops or laptops. If it is more than this, large desktops, large screen desktops we have. So likewise, we will put some conditions. Those conditions we will call it as a media queries. By using that, we can develop easily and effectively scales of websites and applications with a single code base from phones to tablets. Suppose I want to open any of the website, so a few other websites. This is one of the website. Okay, just click on F12. This is the mobile visibility. Just go to the see. I would like to reduce this one. Okay, means this is my screen size fits. If you are reducing like this, you won't come up with like this kind of scrolling. See, when I make this, automatically my menu view will be, it will be disappeared automatically, right? So here, when I'm using here, this is a bootstrap view. Even though it will be stretched, your entire page will be displayed without any disturbance. So generally, this is the kind. So there is no content here. If you want to take anything, so this is a content where you can get entire content. You can visualize it very clearly. See, whenever you are using this, so this information will be gone. So and your menus will be, I'm unable to select it properly, and your menus will be, disturbed drastically, because this is not followed the bootstrap style implementation. If we followed bootstrap style implementation, we will get each and everything very clearly, especially with menus. Menus will be automatically arranged. This is the drawback. So we can't visualize the screens in, mobiles or small scale devices wherever we are using. Okay, but whenever we are using bootstrap styles, then automatically it will be fit to the screen to screen. That is one of the advantage whenever we are using if you are intended to use a bootstrap. And other is, it contains a full of features, means with bootstrap we can get extensive and beautiful documentation for HTML elements, dozens of custom HTML and CSS components, and awesome jQuery plugins. So we can download many things from bootstrap. So these are the, many themes which are available. Most of the themes are free. Okay, you can get it, no themes, and you can get it icons, everything you can get it. So which is view GitHub. This is one of the, public repository where we can download and where we can install those things in our applications if you want to do that one. Okay, who are using these things, they will provide those those themes, and you can explore your own themes by providing this. Some are paid and some are free themes which is provided by Bootstrap. So even free themes also available, and you can preview it, and if it is okay for your requirement, you can download and you can customize according to it. And Bootstrap is an open source. It's hosted, developed, and maintained on GitHub. So open source means anybody can use it and anybody can develop it. Okay. In GitHub we will develop we will download our Bootstrap and we can develop whatever is required for us. Whenever we are using a bootstrap, generally it asks for the download bootstrap button. So here download bootstrap contains, this is the code where, CDNs also available for this, and you can click anything. If you want source code, you can click it. If you want less and SAS, we'll discuss what is that. That also we can download here. Okay. So if it is a CDN, CDN means content delivery network. By using CDN, we no need to write our own things and we no need to place in our local application. So we can directly call from their private or their public website, so that public website will support all the styles which are available in bootstrap min.css. Okay, so for example, I created one Visual Studio. In that I have a CSS as a folder. We can place all the CSS files, right? So this bootstrap styles, whenever we install in our application, all bootstrap styles will be automatically downloaded and placed in our local solution. But whenever we are using CDN, we no need to place all the CSS in our application. We can place all these tags in our head section automatically. Whenever we are running our application is directly interacting with this URL and get the styles which are required for us, and we can make use of all the classes which are available in this bootstrap.min.css. So this we will call it as a CDN, content delivery network. Whenever we are using CDN, the size of our application will be reduced because we are not at all maintaining our local CSS files in our project, so that our size of project is gradually decreased whenever we are using CDN. and there will be a few more things with the CDN. Those things we'll discuss with JavaScript and jQuery at the time of JavaScript and jQuery. And as I already told which is most adaptable for developing web-based responsive applications. Okay, web-based means it doesn't mean that only web applications we can run. We can make use of to develop like mobile-based application, or else we can make it to target notebook, or we can iPad-based applications. Anything, any range we can develop. Okay, so basic advantage as already it provides so much of responsive designs, and as well as Twitter Bootstrap makes creating response apps quicker and easier because your styles are already been there. We can call those styles only. So in earlier with CSS, we have to write our own styles. So here we no need to write our own styles. We should know whether this style is available or not. We just call the existing styles and we can develop, we can place wherever we want. So that it makes our development job very easier and quicker, and it saves a lot of development time, and consistency of design is like more good when compared to other external CSS, and customizable, and even we can get a support from Twitter Bootstrap. If we are facing any issues, we have a lot of forums which are related to the Bootstrap, and by using that forums we can get in touch with multiple number of communities who are been working with the Bootstrap, and by using this we can get it done our web-based applications. Now we can make use few things how to install Bootstrap in our applications. Okay, so there will be the many installing mechanisms for Bootstrap. Now we will see with Visual Studio how can we install our Bootstrap. I want to take a new web-based application. Um, I'm sorry, just I want to take I don't want to take I want to take a basic template, that is what ASP.NET empty website. Okay, because whenever we are using web forms website, it automatically gets a lot of CSS, lot of JS, lot of DLLs, that makes us confused. Okay, so initial level we can go with empty website only. We can add external files so that we can get to know how it is going to add it in our applications. Okay, even with the ASP.NET Web Forms site also we can install Bootstrap. Okay, with Bootstrap we'll get a lot of CSS and JS. By using that, we already been had some of the CSS and JS. We'll get so much of confusion when we go with ASP.NET Web Forms site at our initial level. Okay, so that I can take empty website, means which doesn't contains anything. Bootstrap ex. So now our structure will be very clean. Except web.config file, we don't have anything. So now this is an installation steps for our Bootstrap. Go to tools. Under tools, we have library package manager. Our library package manager here manage NuGet package for solution. If you want to write command prompt, click on console. So this is the command from for NuGet package manager. So here we can write our commands. Okay. So we'll go through with command and as well as with UI interface. Here you can write install bootstrap. That's it. Automatically it will installs. This is the command prompt. Usually, without command prompt, I'll show you library package manager, and here manage NuGet packages for solution. This is one of the package manager. It so whenever we are going to install anything, it requires internet. Here I want to search for, say some items are available. I want to search for bootstrap. So it gives many things. Okay, bootstrap, only CSS. It gives an entire information related to the most powerful front-end framework for developing responsive mobile-first projects on the web. So it is directly initiate and powerful mobile-first, it is directly getting from, it directly connect to GitHub. From that it is installing. And the three daytime pickers and daytime pickers font, MVC, Bootstrap tag helpers. Many things are available. Just MVC core, and these are related to SaaS based, Twitter based, many things are available. Just we can go with this our first approach. Bootstrap CSS, so only CSS things will be there. We can get it done. Bootstrap, which contains all the things. Click on install. It will take like few minutes to install this.
We don't need Bootstrap CSS.
Automatically it will comes with Bootstrap.
Okay. So we don't have to put that thing near the over there, right? Like the button that you put. This is the same thing, right?
Yes.
The command prompt.
Okay. Yes. External packages cannot depend on packages attempting Bootstrap.
Okay. Cool.
See, it gets failed. You can download this. Okay, install that. You can download only CSS. Sometimes you will get a failure message because which is a 3 bootstrap 3, some dependencies are failing. Just you can download CSS and click on OK. Means if it is already disabled, that it indicates that it is installing in our machine. When you click a tick mark, means it is installed in our application. So now go to our solution explorer. Earlier our solution explorer is very clear. Now we will get something content folder. So and as well as fonts folder and as well as scripts folder. So it contains JSS internally to run our application. So that's what we can call Bootstrap is nothing but which is in HTML. It's a HTML, CS and JS framework for developing responsive web-based applications for multi-browser and for multi-device support. This is nothing but our Bootstrap, right? So in order to run this, JS files are externally required for this. So content files are this, CSS themes and all those things. And we'll get to packages.config and it provides an information. What are the packages? This is 3.3.7. So we are in version 3. So and version 4 is also available, like beta version is available, and jQuery 1.9, which is already been installed. No need to do anything. Okay. In web.config also, so no need to do anything for time being. Okay.
So
All
that
my bootstrap.
CD,
Yeah, tell me.
that CD and code that you had, you said to put it in the head. We don't have to put that, right?
Yeah. if you are not installing this in our machine, like this CSS and JS, then you can put it in your header
Okay.
section. Here I am putting all this here in my local machine. So the problem, there will be some of the like drawbacks while going with CDN. Means CDN means content delivery network, where we are depending on third party website. Okay, where we are depending on this website, maxcdn.bootstrapcdn.com. Suppose if maxcdn.bootstrapcdn.com site is slow or they shut down their server, it directly impacts to our application, because if there is no response from them, definitely we are the end users that we can face all the issues related to our application. That's the reason more time don't go with your CDNs. Okay, CDN means our one of the third party websites. So, and as well as here, whenever if you want to compress your website site, or if you want to compress your CSS, we have a concept called minification. Whenever we are using minification versions in the production environment, automatically drastically size of our application will be reduced. No need to worry about CDNs. Okay, so those things we will discuss. Contents, fonts, and all the things are available for us. The first and
So
foremost,
I have a question. You choose the first option, Bootstrap
yes, yes,
CSS, or you
yes,
choose the second?
yes,
Okay,
first
the first.
option, Bootstrap CSS. Suppose if the second option is not at install animation, don't worry, and install Bootstrap CSS. Okay, it contains all the things which are required for us. Got my point? Hello?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now, the first and foremost thing is we should use generally whenever we are using our web-based applications. So we have a few things. Maybe we may concentrate few things, but we are unable to concentrate some other things. See, this is a website. This website I developed in normal ASP.NET. So you can check .aspx pages are available for us. Whenever we go to the source, we have meta tags, okay, and fonts are referring. So this is CDN. I'm using this as a CDN because this is not a portal like e-commerce, a portal like a hospital management system. I didn't expect much, much traffic for these websites. This is a normal kind, a site which provides information related to the college. So here I used CDN. Okay, you may got it right. So all the things which I placed in my head section. This is my head section. So all this is my up to here. My head section is there. So and as well as including this, I have some meta keywords. I have some meta names. I have some meta viewports. Okay. The first and see meta tags are there. So which we are used for SEO purpose, search engine optimization purpose, and for Bootstrap also we have to use meta tag. This tag. Why? Because this tag indicates that our device support will be with supportability of our width of our website will be anything. Means initially it scales to 1 and it targeted to multi means maximum. Means my target is for with normal laptop, normal desktop, and large devices and small devices, anything that we can use whenever we are dealing with our bootstrap. We should use meta name equal to viewport content equal to width device width comma initial scale equal to 1, means which is very important meta tag for responsive page. Okay, so without this we can't achieve responsiveness. So and as well as in meta tags we'll write our keywords and we'll ask our search engine to crawl our information. Okay, and as well as we'll provide a few things which are related to introduction related things, and as well as a few things which we want to display in the Google. So in Google we'll get some paragraph, right? So general when I open Google, so Instead of technology. So for example, I'm using this. So here you'll get some information, right? So up to here, this information, if you are giving this information, this paragraph information, this is crawling from our meta tag. Okay, so means Google is easily identifying our website, so that it is easy for us to, like, recognized or registered with Google in the search engine. So likewise, we have so many meta tags. For here, in order to work with our bootstrap, we should use a meta tag that is nothing but meta name equal to viewport, content equal to something, and all the things we can use, and we can place all the things. And if you are going to observe the structure of bootstrap, so bootstrap structure is already pre-compiled, and which is installed, means there is no you won't see any compilation errors, any debugging errors in bootstrap, because this is already compiled, and this is the typical structure for the bootstrap. Okay, basic structure. So the structure here it is showing. First is your you know CSS. Content is nothing but your all the CSS. Theme.css, theme min.css, min.css. See, we have a theme.cs, and similarly we have a min.css, theme.min.css. Min means minified version. Okay, when generally whenever we are going to move our application, so instead of main versions, we are using minified versions, get it to be deployed in our main server. Because whenever see, like, I'm going to open this in File Explorer, I want to show you the size of minified version or normal version. So this is a normal version, which is 143 KB, and this is a minified version, which is 119 KB. Means the size of our minified version is always less than your main form size. So this is 381 KB bootstrap.css. Minified version is 530 point CSS, but it should be less. Bootstrap theme 26, bootstrap theme dot okay, min dot css, this is 26 and this is 23, and this is 530, because I would like to see why it is not compressed. So you can check the compression versions. If compression version size is more, then you can use our main version only, no need to deploy our compressed versions. See, bootstrap min.css, and this is bootstrap min. The difference between minified version and normal version is, whenever we are using minified version, this is normal version, you can see. In normal version, all the styles that are using here are coming as a one by one. But in minified version, everything will be in same line. It is not min.css, it is min.cs.map. Map means it is one of the different extension for the bootstrap. So I'm going to use bootstrap.theme.min.css. See, all the code is in single line. So entire code which is related to that page is come to the single line. Means white spaces and next line, new line, tab spaces all will be reduced, and it will be come to a single line. So that is the reason where the size of our original version and the size of this minified version, when we compare this, minified version size is less, because white spaces, characters, and new lines, new tabs all will be removed, and it will be aligned in single page. Okay, in production version we are usually deployed this only. For JS also you can observe that min.js. Min.js means single line only your JS file will be looks like. Whenever we are using normal 1.9.js, it is in all special lines. This is the structure of Bootstrap. It contains the CSS, Bootstrap themes, Bootstrap CSS, maps, and all the things are available. This is a simple structure. And as well as we have a JSS. These are the JSS related, jQuery related, and this is the fonts related. This is the basic structure. So whenever we are using this one, we have different things, and we should know a basic theme and basic structure for our application. Basic theme is the normal CSS. It contains HTML. HTMLs are available, and we can get it the reference of the CSS. and we can make use of jQuery files if the jQuery files are not available with us. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I want to do a kind of a basic HTML page which supports a Bootstrap implementation. So let me close all these things. First I want to take a normal HTML. So just add new item. So far we only used web form, right? So even we can use HTML forms also. This is a HTML page. I'll name it as a first HTML page. Automatically structure will come. So here we require meta tags, right? So meta tags, I will explain these three. And the title, Bootstrap first example. See, char set, even this is not important, which indicates that char set UTF-8. We have UTF-8, UTF-16, UTF-32 formats we have. Means whenever we are using, other language tests like Hindi, English, Marathi, English, okay, Marathi, or Arabic test, so like Chinese test. So generally every language is supported with one of the universal text format. If you want to use universal text format of 8 or 16, 32, majorly it will support all the languages. Suppose few languages are not supported, whenever we are writing like Chinese text, if you come it is an unreadable format, means which is not supportable in our application, then you can change your universal text format to 16 or 32. Means few languages may not support UTF-8, few languages may support. This is not mandatory. If unsupportable languages comes to the picture, then you can use UTF-16. By putting UTF-16, you can get to know whether it is supportable in our application or not. If it is supporting, means it's no issues. If not, means we can change to 32 or you can change to 64. Any of these can definitely fit for any language. And next is meta http eq x ua compatible and content equal to ie equal to h. Means why we are going to use, means whenever we are using Internet Explorer browser, most of the Internet Explorer browsers are supporting, means I mean to say from IE9, most of the browsers are supporting IE9, 10, Edge, all the things are supporting. For IE6, IE5, IE7, we have oldest browsers, right? In order to support compatible issues with IE, so IE is not at all supporting all the Bootstrap styles. I'm talking about old IE, old versions of IE. In order to support, compatibility modes for our Bootstrap, so we should use this meta tag, so that whenever we are using this meta tag, all the styles which are available with this website, that will be supported with older versions of IE also. If you feel that Opera browser, old browser is not supporting, we can get those things, and instead of IE, you can place Opera version here itself, IE Edge. So like you can use Opera Basic or Opera, like Min. Like we have some versions for this. You can place those versions so that those browsers also supported with our Bootstrap styles. This is for that reason. Okay, and this is another thing which you already discussed. Our scalability will be minimum device to maximum width devices. Minimum width means minimum fonts to, and the maximum we can get it to use for larger devices. So in order to support in all the perspectives we can use. Okay, all this we can place in header section only. And next is, I want to, we have different styles, right? So I want to call my CSS here. I have my CSS. I can use Bootstrap theme or Bootstrap mean anything you can use. So here I'm using minified version. Okay, content Bootstrap min.css. Okay, and as well as here JS files, two JS files we have to include. Okay, so generally we are including JS files at the bottom, so no issues. But if sometimes, if some browsers may not support at upper place, mostly with HTMLs. So upper place means in header section. So that we are placing that in body section. So not a matter, you can place anywhere, wherever you want, you can place anywhere. Okay, we have some Bootstrap plugins. Just I am jQuery 9 I'm using, and as well as bootstrap min.js that also I'm using. So all the things I placed here. Okay, so now we can write our own things. Say for example h1. Okay, here I used h1 tag. We already have h1 tag. I'm just running this website. We'll get a hello all. This is my first bootstrap example. I got an basic thing from this. So this is normal CSS style. Okay. Now let us see, like how can we use or bootstrap styles in our example. So this is normal thing which like everybody can anything can be supported. So I would like to see what was the things that we are going to concentrate with the bootstrap. The things means, so what are the styles we have and how we are going to use the styles we have. So for example, I have one image. Okay, I have one image. So I want to give the source for that image. First I would like to add one folder here, images as a folder, and here this is my image. I'm going to copy it and paste in my folder. Paste. Here I'm going to give a source for my image, means from where I want to take the source. This is nothing but path. So here I want to use a responsive for this. Okay, so my image should be in responsive mode. Just I'm executing this one normally. Okay, I want to apply a bootstrap styles here itself. Okay, so one by one we'll like to see what are the different styles which are associated with bootstrap. The basic thing is, these are the basic things. Okay, we can get meta tags and required CSS and as well as required JSS to execute this one. Now we will see what was the rest of the things. Suppose I would like to start with a basic template. This is a basic template. You can start. This is one of the basic, and here content, project name, home, some things are available for us. Suppose if you are using, if this is one more thing, bootstrap theme, so this contains like different things like thumbnails, and as well as many things are available here, progress bar, alerts, and all those things. If you want anything, just we can click on F12 and we can get to know what are the things that they. Suppose this is a button contains some of the styles, okay, and many things that we can make use of it. So now you can apply styles directly. Class equal to img circle. This is one of the class which is required for image. This img circle is referring from bootstrap, which is referring from bootstrap. Just I'm going to browse this. Earlier my image should looks like this. Now this image is looking like very good within circle format, okay. And similarly I want to apply a style for h1, so we can make use of class, okay. So here uh, different text success. So this is one of the class. Just I'm using this as a class. Just you can refresh it. So generally text is success means in green color. If you want to make it failure message, so failure message is in different color.
Classes are defined in already in
Yeah,
the
the
Bootstrap.
classes are already defined, okay. So I can use text danger. Okay, we can get to know what are the classes are required for this and what are the classes. This we can achieve with practice. So that's the reason where we are going to discuss multiple number of classes examples and classes usages and explanation. Suppose I want to take one image and which is image rounded. This is the rounded format. If you want to take image thumbnail, you can click control space button. Automatically you will get these things. So already installed in classes are available for us. Okay, so this is one format, this is another format, and this is another format. Likewise we can place different format of implementations. We can here write less and we are doing more with the help of our bootstrap itself, okay. So we are consuming our our styles and all the things we can make it. Now we will check, we'll click F12. So whether this is a compatible or not, we will check, okay. First go to the code. Once after the clicking, just you can check here. These are the implementations of this bootstrap, right? So and these are the basic things which are available. So I want to make it to 100%, 100%, and all the things we are able to visualize, right? So nothing will be like cut it out. So here I'm using. So here also we are able to display. If we have more content, then only we'll get to know whether the bootstrap styles are applying or not. Okay. So
So
now
this will come automatically on the top 360 for and all that.
which one? Yeah, this will come automatically. So
Okay.
means Galaxy size automatically coming. So use Chrome. If you want to Mozilla, add your extension. So likewise, you can get it. Suppose if you want to check how compatible with iPhone, but there will be minor differences between device and browser. Okay, so you can get it minor differences, but you can install third-party plugins. Okay, simulators we have. So we have a third-party simulators. whenever you got a chance, or whenever you have a bug, something which is related to this one compatibility issues, first you can check here. If it is okay here, go to the simulator, and there also you can verify. If it is not okay means,
So the best is Chrome, right?
yeah, it is very best.
Okay.
Like we can manage so border radius or something, that we can, suppose if we want center side or something, we can apply our own styles, so that we can get many things we can set here, and we can apply styles if we want to write any external style sheets. Okay, even we can override this one. See, when you click on this, this is coming from this place. Here we can scaffolding dot less, which is available in less implementation, so that we can get it and we can place. All are coming, all the styles are available here itself. If you want to extend, or if you want to write your own thing, you can write here, nothing, no problem. Suppose for h1 automatically it will come like this. If you want to write anything, you can place here. Okay, so in this way we are going to call the classes which are available with bootstrap. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add, implement a website which is related to master page design, so that I would like to ensure that my design should be compatible in all the devices. Okay, so and we have a few more things that I want to discuss with you. So one thing is, we have zooming capabilities, right? Whenever we are using a mobile, so if you want to, that font size, or if you want to visualize that in a very clear manner, what we have to do, generally we are zooming our screen itself, so that our content will be very big, and so that we can visualize very clearly. That zooming capabilities, if you want to disable, then we can make use of user scalable to no. Here we can make use one more tag, so that zooming capabilities will be, we can't zoom this website in mobile applications. So for this we would like to use one more meta tag. I'll show you that meta tag. Meta tag name equal to viewport, content width equal to device width, initial scale 1, and here maximum scale equal to 1, and user scalable equal to no. User scalable equal to no, which means that whenever we are zooming our application, mobile based application, once we deploy this, if I open this application in mobile, if I am trying to zoom means, it will be restricted. If you want to restrict the zooming facility, so this tag we can use it. Okay,
Okay.
so I have one table. Okay, or say for example I want to take one input, so I would like to take one text here itself. Type equal to text, text id equal to text name, and similarly I want to take one more input type equal to text, and id equal to txt or number, and just I would like to close one. And similarly I would like to take input type equal to button. I would like to take button, id equal to btn submit. So just I use this, and here Return submit equal to value equal to submit. This is a normal UI. So just you can go to the designer, you can check these two buttons and one or two text boxes and one button. So now I'm going to refresh this page. So you will get something, right? I want to apply a styles for the controls. Okay, just class equal to. So these are related to input related. Okay, if you want text related, text, you get text center, text hide, list group, text justify, whatever the things that are related to text, okay, that you can place here. Okay, if it is warning text, you can use upper text, you can use lowercase text. So here I'm using text capitalize. Okay, I'm using this one. Okay, and if you want to, you know you can apply many things here. Color, this is text capitalize. I want to use for button class. Here these are related to button block, button danger, button group, button info, button LC, button 6 warning. Okay, so these are the different styles that which are related to button. So earlier here we already saw button related things, right? So these are button related. Suppose I want a kind of style which is related to this one. Okay, so here this is one of the button which we have.
Hello.